I don't want to banish him, but like that shouldn't even came out your mouth at all, period. And I don't see any of you guys helping him. This ain't a restaurant. Your name's Chef John, but this ain't a restaurant. I'm so extra. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Talk Wild. Your girl Tay here, and today I'm bringing you another review of Naked and Afraid XL Season 6, Valley of the Banished. We are on episode 10. Okay, this is Crossbow and a cross to bear. Okay, so we left off. Wes got medically tapped out because he had some bowel obstruction. He couldn't poop. He was constipated. So he tapped. That was on day 28. So we're on day 29. Let's start with Boulette. Okay, so it's, day 29. It's a cooler day. He has some type of animal skull that he found, and he names it Ricardo. He's really on his castaway team, He's really like feeling the fantasy. But he says he's still okay with being alone. He's hunting from the blind. He's basically caught in this bird breeding migration. Okay, there's a bunch of different birds in Africa that migrate, that come there to mate and stuff like that, and breed and honey. The ducks were quacking and they were getting on his nerves. Okay, and the ducks were quacking and they just making all this commotion. They're scaring the game away, the food, the big animals away. So he's really annoyed by that. Night 29, he goes out hunting. He tries to get a duck, but it flies away. Day 30, he hasn't eaten much for 6 days. He finds a dead bird and uses it for bait to fish. He comes to check on his lines later on in the day. The ducks and the other birds are still making a bunch of noise. And he doesn't know how much longer he can take this, basically. So 9:30, he is majorly annoyed. The ducks are quacking all night. He said he's leaving. He can't wait to go, okay? Day 31, Boulette decides to leave to go to a water source closer to the extraction site, okay? So we're gonna pause on him. Let's get to Team 5-pack, okay? Ryan, Suzanne, Gwen, Sarah, and Chef John. Day 29, they're rationing out the jerky to 4 per person per day. Gwen said it could last up to 6 days. Ryan goes out to look for food, but nothing. He comes back. He tries to eat some of the jerky, and it's moldy as hell. They had to discard it because it was bad, okay? So Grizzly Gwen comes up with the idea. Y'all already know I love her bushcraft ideas and stuff like this. Grizzly Gwen decides, let's make a crossbow because we don't have any experience with using the longbow. So let's just make a crossbow and stuff like that so we can help Ryan hunt, because he's still in his head. He's getting more and more and more depressed because he can't provide, and they're sending him out. Ryan, it's an animal coming down. Come on. And he's getting out like I gotta get up. Like, it sucks. It sucks for Ryan, like, period. Not for them, but for Ryan. Night 29, a hyena came around Sarah and Gwen's boma, and Sarah threw a rock to scare it away. Day 30, Sarah is working on cleaning up the impala hide to make shoes for the group for extraction. Ryan is going through the motions. He's tired. They ask him, do he want to go out to the blind? He goes out, but he's in a bad mood. He says that the experience has made him hate big game hunting. When he gets home, he will probably never do it again because they made it into a job. Wow. He leaves because some baboons had came down in the area. He goes back to camp and told them he isn't going to hunt anymore. Chef John is in the bush, his bush confessional, said that Ryan can't act like that. He should get it together because he can't do that to his team, and banishment is always an option. And I said on Twitter, I'll throw up my tweet, Chef John shouldn't be throwing around that banishment word because you're only a camp manager and you're depending on another man to provide food for you. I like Chef John, but seriously, that was like, don't be throwing around the banishment word for somebody that has provided you meals when y'all was at Murder Puddle, okay, before y'all came to this new camp. And you know, he just can't get nothing now. But then he came back to say, well, I help. You know, I don't want to banish him. But, you know, like, that shouldn't even came out your mouth at all, period. And I don't see any of you guys helping him. Y'all, you guys supposed to be foraging, doing something. You guys aren't doing anything. To me, y'all sitting around camp waiting for him to provide meals for you guys. And it should be a group effort. Yeah, you guys are doing stuff at camp, but I wouldn't be just waiting on Ryan to bring me a meal. This ain't a restaurant. Your name's Chef John, but this ain't a restaurant. I'm so extra. Okay, right? So, yeah, so Suzanne goes to support Ryan and tells him the rest. Everybody thought Suzanne was going to be a pain this season. She was a little bit to Makani in the beginning, but she has really stepped up as Mama Bush, okay? The Bush Mama. In the Bush Mama, she has, you know, comforted him. She comforted Sarah. She's really good at that, and she's very nurturing. She couldn't nurture Seth, though, because it was no helping him, period. But when, you know, when you really, really need it from her, she, you know, she tried to nurture Seth. Let me say that. She tried, not even nurture him, she tried to, you know, give him good advice. He just didn't want to listen. But she's a very good nurturer. I like Suzanne. So 9:30, Ryan is walking around the shelters, like sleepwalking. He's walking close to the shelter. He almost stepped on Suzanne and the fire. Okay, day 31, everyone is concerned about Ryan. They talk to him about his sleepwalking. Ryan saying he don't care. He doesn't give an AF. Sarah goes to hug him and comfort him. That was really nice of Sarah. Producers finally step in and get him evaluated, and they think the best thing to do for him mentally is to medically tap Ryan out. His mental state isn't in the right place, and the group finishes up on the Crossbow as on day 31. And then Boulette, on his journey on day 31 to find another water source, he meets up with the 5-pack group. So, XLR updates. Boulette, he's been out there 10 days alone. He's lack of sleeping from the ducks, a lack of food. He's down to a 6.1 to a 5.8. Team 5-pack, they got moldy meat and Ryan's mental breakdown. So they went from a 5.6 to a 5.1. This episode was crazy. I knew it was coming. I knew he was gonna have to medically tap out. I'm so sorry for Ryan, because that really sucks. And you know, it just sucks, man. I cried. I was crying last night. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I cried. I was so sad because Ryan. But next week, y'all, 2-hour finale. Okay, this is the last hurrah for the gang. Okay, so follow me on all social media at Let's Talk Wild. I'll throw up my Cash App if you would like to donate, and I'll throw up my WordPress if you would like to get to know me personally. And make sure you like, share the video, and all of that. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.